There's a reason your cat suddenly stops sitting on your lap. A reason they watch you from across the room instead of curling up beside you like they used to. It's not random. It's not just a phase. Something happened. And they haven't moved on. Cats remember what made them feel unsafe, what broke their trust, what told them in their quiet world that love isn't always safe. And here's the truth. Some of the things we do every day leave marks they never forget, moments they carry with them even if we don't see it. But don't panic. This video isn't just about what went wrong. It's about how to make it right. This video will break down 11 things your cat will never forgive and exactly what to do to fix them. And if you love cats, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any more cat videos. Ready to get started? Let's go. Number 11, forcing them into physical contact. It might seem harmless. A quick hug, picking them up because they look cute, holding them just a little longer when they're squirming. But to your cat, that moment feels like a violation. Cats value control over their space and especially over their bodies. When you cross that line, even with love, it doesn't feel safe. It feels like you stop listening, like you don't see their boundaries. They pull away, they squirm, they try to leave. And when that doesn't work, they remember. Not just the action, but the feeling of being trapped. Over time, they may stop coming near you, not because they don't love you, but because they don't feel in control around you anymore. The result is distance, emotional and physical. You might think they're moody or cold, but really, they're protecting themselves. The fix? Let them come to you. Watch their signals. If they tense, flick their tail, or turn their head away, stop. The strongest bond with a cat is built on respect, not control. When they know you won't cross their boundaries, they'll come closer on their own. And when they do, it means everything because they chose it. Now, real quick, before we move on to number 9, if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give this video a like. Number 10, abandoning them without preparation. You pack a bag, walk out the door. You're gone for a few days, or maybe longer. But to your cat, it's not a trip, it's a disappearance. They don't understand vacations. They don't know what "I'll be back soon" means. All they know is that the one constant in their life, the person they trust, is suddenly gone. No warning, no transition, just silence. And that silence feels like abandonment. Cats are creatures of habit. They rely on patterns, smells, and routines. When you leave without preparing them, their world falls apart. Their feeding time changes, the house smells different, their sense of safety disappears. They start pacing, hiding, acting out. They might stop eating or grooming, not because they're angry, but because they're anxious. When you finally come back, things aren't the same. The bond is different. The trust has cracks in it, but it doesn't have to be this way. Before you leave behind pieces of you, a worn t-shirt, a blanket that smells like home. Stick to their routine as much as possible. Have someone they know check in. Keep their world stable, even when you're not in it. Because your absence isn't just a break for you, it's a test of trust for them. Number 9, ignoring their pain. Cats are silent sufferers. They don't cry out when something hurts, they hide. They move less, they stop playing, they eat less, or sometimes not at all. And if you're not paying attention, you miss it. But to them, that silence isn't peace, it's survival. In the wild, showing pain is dangerous. So they learn to mask it. Even when they're hurting, they act like nothing's wrong. Until one day, they can't hide it anymore. And by then, it's worse than you thought. What hurts the most isn't just the physical pain. It's feeling like no one noticed, like they were in distress, and the person they trusted most didn't see it. That breaks more than their body. It breaks the bond. They withdraw. They sleep more. They avoid touch. They seem cold. But it's not distant. You don't have to be a vet. Just be observant. Watch for subtle changes. Not jumping like they used to, avoiding stairs, grooming one spot too often, eating less, or hiding more than usual. These are not quirks. They're quiet cries. Catch it early. Get a checkup. Let them know someone is watching, someone cares, someone sees them, even when they can't say a word. Number 8, betraying their trust during play. Play is more than fun for a cat. It's how they bond, express instincts, and feel safe in your presence. But the moment play turns into a trick, everything changes. Fake throwing a toy, dangling it just out of reach for too long, jump scaring them for a laugh. It might seem harmless, even funny, but it chips away at their trust. What starts as excitement turns into confusion, then frustration, then caution. Cats remember how you made them feel. If play becomes unpredictable or overwhelming, they don't see you as a partner. They see you as someone who makes them feel foolish or unsafe. And that shows up later. They stop engaging, they hesitate to chase, they avoid play altogether, not because they're bored, but because the fun stopped feeling safe. The fix is simple but important. Keep play respectful. Make the toy the challenge, not you. Let them win sometimes. Let them feel the satisfaction of catching it. Keep your movements consistent and fair, because when your cat plays with you, they're letting their guard down. Don't turn that into a trap. Reward the trust, and you'll get it back every time they pounce. Number 7, punishing them physically or verbally. You might be frustrated, maybe they scratched the couch, knocked something over, did something you didn't like. But yelling, swatting, or spraying them doesn't teach a lesson, it teaches fear. Cats don't understand punishment the way humans do. When you raise your voice or your hand, they don't connect it to the behavior. They connect it to you. You become unpredictable, unsafe, someone they can't trust. And the damage sticks. They start to flinch when you reach for them. They hide when you enter the room. They become jumpy, distant, unsure of what to expect. What you see as discipline, they experience as betrayal. And the worst part? Most of the things they're punished for, scratching, climbing, knocking, are just normal cat behavior. The fix isn't punishment, it's redirection. Give them a scratching post. Offer high perches. Use toys to guide their energy. Reward calm behavior. Praise what you want to see, because when a cat trusts you, they'll learn from you. But when they fear you, they only learn to stay away. And once that trust breaks, it takes a long time to earn back. Number 6, allowing other pets to bully them. You might think they'll work it out, that it's just animals being animals. But to your cat, being chased, cornered, or having their food stolen isn't a game. It's a threat. And if it happens while you stand by and do nothing, it doesn't just scare them. Cats rely on you to protect their space, their food, their routines. When another pet, especially a bigger or more dominant one, crosses those lines and you don't step in, your cat doesn't just feel unsafe. They feel abandoned. They stop eating when others are around. They avoid certain rooms. They hide more. They start acting out, or worse, shutting down completely. Because if their safe space isn't safe anymore, where can they go? The fix starts with you. Separate their resources. Make sure their food, water, litter box, and resting places are theirs, and theirs alone. Supervise interactions. Watch for subtle signs of stress, flattened ears, lowered body, freezing up. And most of all, advocate for them. Let them see that you're on their side, that their comfort matters. Because when you protect their space, you rebuild their trust. Number 5, touching them in a spot they hate repeatedly. Every cat has boundaries. For some, it's the belly. For others, it's the tail, paws, or even the back legs. And when you ignore the signs, when they pull away, flick their tail, or give you a warning swat, you're not just crossing a line, you're breaking trust. It might seem like a small thing, just a quick pet, just one more scratch. But to your cat, it says you're not listening. And when someone doesn't listen, they stop trying to communicate. They go from warning you to avoiding you. From gentle swats to real aggression. They become hypersensitive, jumpy, tense, because they don't know when you'll overstep again. The fix is simple, but it takes discipline. Watch how they react. If they stiffen or move away, stop. Respect their no. Let them decide where and how they want to be touched. Over time, they'll show you what feels good and what doesn't. And when they trust you to listen, they'll relax more. They'll stay longer. They'll let you in. Because the best way to connect with a cat isn't through touch, it's through trust. Number 4, breaking a routine they rely on. To you, it's just a busy day. Maybe you got home late, skipped their playtime, or forgot to feed them on schedule. But to your cat, it's a shift in the world they depend on. Cats don't just enjoy routines, they need them. It's how they feel safe, predictable feeding times, familiar sleeping spots, quiet hours when the house settles down. When those patterns break, they feel it deeply. They don't know why the food didn't come on time, or why the litter box was moved, or why the light stayed on all night. They just know something is wrong, and if it keeps happening, they start to unravel. You'll see the signs: climbingness, anxiety, accidents outside the box, or even sudden aggression. Not because they're acting out, but because they're overwhelmed. Their routine is their safety net. When it frays, so does their sense of home. If change is unavoidable, ease into it. Shift feeding time slowly. Move things in stages. Let them explore new spaces with time and choice. Because when their world stays steady, so does their trust in you. And that's what makes them feel safe. Number 3, letting strangers handle them. It might seem harmless to let a guest pick up your cat, pet them, or try to play right away. But for many cats, that's not a welcome gesture. It's a threat. Unfamiliar scents, loud voices, hands reaching out without warning. To a cat, it's overwhelming. And if you don't stop it, they feel unprotected, like their space, their home, no longer belongs to them. The result? They vanish the moment the doorbell rings. They hide under the bed for hours, or worse, they react with hissing, growling, or biting. Not because they're unfriendly, but because no one respected their boundaries. What they remember isn't just the stranger, it's that you let it happen. The fix is clear. Set the rules. Tell your guests not to reach for your cat. Let your cat choose if and when to approach. If they stay hidden, let them. If they come close, reward them with calm, slow movements. Because when your cat sees that you're in control of the space and that you'll protect their comfort, they learn that even unfamiliar moments can still feel safe. Number 2, taking away their favorite spot. It might just be a chair to you, a pillow, a windowsill, your lap on the couch. But to your cat, it's a sanctuary, a place they chose, a space that feels safe, warm, and entirely theirs. When you suddenly move it, block it off, or take it away without warning, it doesn't just confuse them, it unsettles them. They return to that spot out of habit, only to find it gone. And in that moment, something shifts. Their comfort disappears. They might start acting restless, searching, meowing more. Or they might go quiet, shut down, avoid the area altogether. The feeling isn't just loss. It's displacement. If you have to take it away, replace it. Offer a soft blanket with your scent, a perch with the same view, a cozy space nearby with familiar smells and textures. And give them time to adjust. Let them explore it at their own pace. Because when you take away comfort, you have to offer it back on their terms. That's how you keep the bond intact even when things have to change. Number 1, returning from the vet and ignoring their stress. The vet visit is over. You're relieved, but your cat, they're still recovering from fear, from restraint, from strange smells and sounds that overwhelm their senses. And then they come home, and everything feels wrong again. If you act like nothing happened, try to pet them right away, or expect them to bounce back instantly, they don't feel comforted. They feel abandoned all over again. To them, the stress didn't stop at the exam table. It followed them home. And now the one place that's supposed to feel safe doesn't feel right either. So they hide, sulk, avoid you, act cold for days, not because they're mad, but because they're shaken. What they need is space, familiar scents, gentle voices, quiet. Let them decompress in their favorite spot. Don't force affection. Sit nearby. Be present. Let them come back to you when they're ready. And when they do, they're not just recovering from the vet. They're remembering that you're still their safe place, even after the hardest day. Cats don't hold grudges the way we do, but they remember everything that made them feel unsafe. They remember who listened, who respected their space, and who didn't. The smallest moment can shift everything. A broken routine, a rough grab, a missed signal. But the good news, you can always earn their trust back. Respect their boundaries. Understand their signals. Give them a world they can count on. Because when your cat feels safe, The bond becomes something stronger than affection. It becomes loyalty. If this helped you understand your cat better, hit the like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. And don't forget to tap the notification bell so you never miss what your cat's been trying to tell you. See you in the next one.